Good morning, friends. This is Daniel, and I'm back here again with another video, another problem-solving video, and it's called Single Number, and it's available on LeetCode. Before I get started with solving it, if you like these kinds of videos and you want to see more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That helps me out a ton. And then also like the video if it helped you out at all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this problem. Single number asks that given a non-empty array of integers called nums, every element appears twice except for one. Find that single number. And when we look at the examples, we see the input as an int array, and we have 2, 2, and 1. We see that 1 only appears once, while 2 appears twice, so we would just return 1. And the other examples are very similar. So with that information, we could likely get started with the problem. When I look at a problem like this, I want to probably look at all of the different numbers we have in our nums array and see which one appears once. And the only way to do that is to be able to track how many times each number appears. So to do that, let's go ahead and store them. Let's create a map. So we'll create a map and we can call it reference map. And we'll create an instance of a hash map. And now that we have that to hold our different numbers, we'll iterate through our input. So we'll do a for loop. And then what we can do is put our values into our map. So we'll do that put, and our key will do the value in I. And then we can do, for the value, we could do reference map dot get or default. And then here we'll pass in our value at I, and then we'll make our default 0. And then we can increment by 1. So that's the way that we're going to be able to track how many times we see a particular number. So that's it for our first for loop. We'll create a second for loop to be able to check to see which value only appears once. So let's go ahead and do for int I equals 0, I is less than nums.length, I plus plus. So what we'll do here is create a condition that says if reference map dot get, and here we'll do nums of I, the value of I, and we're going to say if it's the same as 1, we're just going to go ahead and return that number, because that's how we know that that number only appeared once. Otherwise, now the problem doesn't really tell us what to return if we don't find anything. So just to be a little bit more specific, I'm just going to go ahead and return -1. Cool. So let me double check and make sure that everything's showing up well in the editor. Cool. So now we could probably just try to run it and see what happens. All right, so our solution worked. Now let's try it against a bunch of test cases by hitting submit. All right, cool. So our problem has passed. Our solution has passed. And that's it. If you liked the video, please hit that like button again and hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this. So I hope I helped you guys out. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and have a great rest of your day.